Hey, it's Johnny, and it's time to preview St. Joe Bears football with Brett Witkowski. Your St. Joe Bears football preview brought to you by our friends at Lazer Graphics. Give them the stuff they want from Lazer Graphics. Go to their website, lazergraphics.com. That's laser with a Z. And we've got a Z to deal with. That's Zeeland West.
That's why you get paid big money, man. You come up with these big ones. Man,
the big transitions, man. That's what I do.
I could not have thought of that one. Good for you. That's a cookie for you if you want to come up.
All right, perfect. So Zeeland West, they actually had a matchup, East and West matchup last week, and they ended up getting the victory. And the St. Joe Bears have played this team in the past. So what are we looking at with this game?
So this will be the fourth meeting between the two teams in the playoffs. St. Joe's 1-2 against them. St. Joe upset them a couple of years ago. St. Joe went into playoffs not playing extremely well a few years ago, 3 years ago to be exact, and pulled the upset up there and ended up going to the state semifinals. So, Zeeland West is a longtime coach. He's been their only coach in the history of the program. Zeeland at one point was one big high school, and they split into two and literally are across the street from each other. In the middle is the football stadium. But one side of the football stadium is west, one side of the football stadium is east. They just didn't want to have a high school of 2,000-3,000, so they each are about 1,000. They run the true wing tee is, you know how that feels, running that back in the day at Eau Claire.
Yeah.
The linemen will be 6 inches apart with their spacing. You don't know who's going to get the ball. They don't throw the ball much. They like to go for it in fourth down. They don't kick extra points. They've won 4 state titles doing it this way. It's been a few years since they've won one. The key on this is assignment defense. You have to continue to tackle the same guy all the time, even if they don't have the ball, because the one time you don't, they do have it, and they break it for a 75-yard touchdown run. I think the one advantage for St. Joe has, as weird as this may sound, is Zeeland has to wear white uniforms being on the road.
Oh, so you'll be able to see the ball a little easier.
Exactly. You know that. One of the things you had Eau Claire was maroon uniforms, which look kind of close to like a football at times. And it's hard to
and we would wear arm pads.
Right.
Yeah, we would wear arm pads to cover that.
Yeah, now you can't. They've limited that too on what you can and can't do for the obvious reasons for hiding it.
Yeah.
So that will help. But, for St. Joe, they can't allow them always pick up 2-3 yards, because then on fourth down, it's 4th and 2, they'll go for it. And they get it most of the time. I always laugh when coaches say, well, yeah, we're going to go for it on fourth down. I'm like, that's what good teams say. Bad teams do not go for it on fourth down. St. Joe, though, this year, they have gone for it most on fourth down. They set, when I look off to the side, I'm looking at information. St. Joe had set the record for fewest punts the entire season. They've only punted the ball 7 times.
Wow.
The entire season. And a lot of that, they've had very good third down efficiency and fourth down efficiency. I think the big thing in this game will be
their fourth downs haven't been long fourth downs most of the time. We've had some good conversions. So yeah, it is good to be able to win that line of scrimmage.
Well, that's the game will come down to that. St. Joe's got a couple guys could be going D1 off that offensive line. One's a junior, one's a senior. I know one of them was down at Kentucky last week or so, looking at it. Isaac Cotty, on the defensive side, he has the second most tackles in school history for a season. He's a junior. You got Schmidt back there. He's only a sophomore. They've got a ton of seniors, Johnson and some other guys, Lang back there, Sicarella can pick off a pass like I haven't seen in a long time. And that's what it's just going to take, bring the guys up in a box. The good thing for St. Joe is their D line is strong. Their linebackers like to hit, and their DBs like to hit. Some just like to play coverage and shy away from the hitting. And I think that'll help out St. Joe. I don't think this will be a low-scoring game. I think it's going to be in the 30s, because I think both teams are going to struggle to stop each other at certain points. But this is, St. Joe can win this, then you get another home game. But you got to take care of business tonight. I'm hoping for a good crowd. To be just blunt, both sides last week's home crowds was not good. I was really disappointed. It might have been 60 to 70% full on both sides. And, that's a game that, like I was talking to a friend a little bit ago, that was a game you used to get 7,000, 8,000 people. And last week, if there was 3,000, 3,500, that was good. So on St. Joe fans need to come out. You can go dinner some other time. You can go shopping some other time. You can, turn off the national network thing and turn on, come to the games. I think the other thing that's hurting is you're getting more and more college football on Fridays too.
Right.
Fox has their game of the week in different places. And, it is nicer to sit in your chair at home than to sit in the bleachers. I mean, most people would admit that. But,
Sure.
kids, you work hard to get home field advantage. Make it home field.
Yeah.
And that means, paying the $7, which is not that much in today's world, and go on and cheer on, St. Joe and hopefully bring home a victory.
Yeah, I think come out and support them and support everybody else that's there. The concession stands with the band and the football boosters, and just cheer on the St. Joe Bears, because it should be a fantastic game. And you can hear it when you're at the stadium. When you can listen in your earbuds, or you can walk through the stadium and you can hear it there. You can even hear it in the bathroom. Wherever you are, got you covered.
That always bothers me. I do not want to hear it. I would not want to hear my voice if I'm in the bathroom.
If you're in the bathroom, you wouldn't hear your voice.
It'll be interesting though. Zeeland only really plays 16 players.
Wow.
They got a lot of guys going both ways. If St. Joe goes fast paced on offense, that might cause them to get a little fatigued.
Yeah, and I think depth is going to be a key, because like we've talked about with St. Joe dressing as many players as they are, they're going to have a good amount of a crew to make some plays and get some playing time. So it should be a great game to watch and listen to as well. You can hear the game right about 6:30. You guys have pregame, right?
6:35. Yep. We'll kick it off, and we'll have reports coming in from other area games that are still going on in the area. And, you look at what St. Joe has done. Two of their opponents will be district champions that they played this year, no matter what. You got Manawan at Portage Central. Both played. St. Joe lost to Manawan, which is playing extremely well, beat Portage Central. And then you have Edwardsburg and Niles, who St. Joe both played. They are playing for a district title. So people can say what they want, but St. Joe has played, I think, overall, very difficult schedule this season, which should prepare them for tonight. And the Zeeland's only loss is a 10-0, I think, to Hudsonville on the season. So they played a tough schedule too. This is really a semifinal Ford Field type of matchup for a district title.
Looking forward to this game. 7:00 kickoff with the St. Joe Bears taking on Zeeland West at Dickinson Stadium. Go out and support the St. Joe Bears. And Brett, always good to talk to you. Hopefully we talk next week.
We will. We'll be talking.
All right. It's your St. Joe Bears football preview is brought to you by our friends at Lazer Graphics. Give them the stuff they want from Lazer Graphics. Go to their website, lazergraphics.com.